Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, the Garrison for Guitar. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for clicking on this video. If it's your first video you're seeing of this channel, please do subscribe for more content like this and content on lessons, content on guitar solos, and just general conversations about playing the guitar. Um, for those of you who have seen my last video on easy rock songs to learn for beginners, this is going to be a sort of in-depth lesson for all the introductory riffs that I talked about, except Paradise City, because I felt like, even though I find Paradise City to be a relatively easy riff, I think for a beginner, someone who's been playing for 6 months or 7 months, it might be too much to take in one video along with 4 other songs. So we're just going to be looking at songs that I think are really easy to play and you can pick up if you just know the basics of guitar. So I'll see you in a second with my guitar and begin with the first song. So guys, the first song that we're going to be looking at today is Cold Hard Bitch by Jet. Really simple song. It mainly revolves around the A power chord. Alright, if you don't know power chords, I'm going to link a detailed video I have on how to play power chords for beginners and what they're all about. Please do check it out on my left. But coming back to this song, it's an A power chord, which is basically the open fifth string or the open A string and the second fret on the D string. Really easy to play, and that's all it is mainly. And how the rhythm of this riff goes is pretty straightforward. It's like, so there's not a lot of complex movements when it comes to the right hand rhythm. In fact, I'm just hitting downstrokes with the beat. So it's down once, it's down twice, and the fourth time that I come down, I do a sort of pull off on the third fret of the A string. And probably what the next move is probably the most difficult part of this riff, if you're going to consider it difficult at all. You're going to finish that move and you're going to go straight into a D chord, alright, or the shape of a D chord. And what I'm doing is, I'm not playing that bottom string, the first string, the high E string. And that's pretty much the entire riff that circulates pretty much throughout the whole song. I don't really think there's another part to it also. And the only addition I made was a G chord, and I just played that all the way through all strings. And I played like 4 cycles of that chord. 4 cycles basically means 16 beats. So one cycle is 4 beats. And yeah, so it's a really easy lick. And right before you go into the strumming sequence for the G major chord, what you want to do is, and you can go back 10-15 seconds and just check out that subtle difference in leading up to the G major chord. That being said, this is the first song in this lesson that I wanted to talk about. If you haven't seen the video for why I'm choosing these songs, I will link that on my left if I haven't spoken about it already in the intro. But anyway, for now, let's jump into the next song, which is Back in Black. And it's convenient for you guys and for me, I'm not gonna lie, that I've already made a very detailed video on Back in Black. So I'm gonna link that up on my left right now. And it's got not only the intro riff, it's not just got that, it's got the chords to the chorus as well. And the only thing it's missing, because I wanted to keep it a beginner lesson, was the guitar solo. So please do check that video out. And the lesson that we're actually going to look at in this video is a very simple one. It's a song by Linkray that I had included. You probably see the image pop up and it's really easy because for the most part of the song it's just two chords, and the third chord that gets added in this riff or sequence is extremely similar to what the second chord would be. So I'm gonna just handle the volume and the gain on my guitar, and I'll see you in a second. Right. So this is really easy because all you got to do is learn the D the D major chord and the E major chord, both of which I have lessons for. I'm gonna link the basics for beginners playlist on my left. Please do click on it if you need to refer to how to play these chords. But it's a D major chord twice and then an E major chord once. And if you play it without interruption, and that's pretty much the entirety of the song. And the only time it changes is when the guitarist plays, and that's it. It may look from a distance that it's the A major chord, but it's not. It's a B7 chord. I'm gonna link the chord chart up on my left. Sorry, I'm gonna put an image of the chord chart up on my left. And a B7 chord is the second fret on the A string, is the first fret on the D string, and the second fret on the G string. So it's like you got two fingers in front, you're a string in between, and you fill in that string with one fret behind. And it gives a very bluesy, very laid back kind of sound, which actually makes this riff a little more badass. And I really like that. Anyway, fourth song that I want to talk about, I'm gonna leave out Paradise City, even though it was in the original video that these riffs are based off, because I feel like I want this to cater to more for beginner players. And Paradise City is like just the riff that I talked about. It's fairly easy, but fairly easy with respect to Guns N' Roses is relative. So I want to keep this a very clear cut beginner lesson. So we're gonna skip Paradise City. Uh, if you guys specifically want a lesson on Paradise City, please put it in the comments. I'll do one for you guys. Anyway, the next song that I wanted to talk about was Smells Like Teen Spirit. Now, I'm gonna fix the distortion once again. I'll see you back in a second. All right. So, this is another song that's based off of power chords, and it's a little different than Cold Hard Pitch by Jet, which we discussed. It's a little different than that because these power chords are actually utilizing three fingers and no open strings. So we're gonna start off on the sixth string. If you did see the video I had linked on power chords earlier, you would have probably this whole explanation will be a lot more easier for you, and it's going to make a lot more sense to you as a guitarist. So we got second fret on the sixth string or the low E string. We got fourth frets on the A string and the D string respectively. That's your first power chord. You move that whole shape one fret below, and it becomes a B power chord, starting on the second fret of the A string, and your ring finger and your little finger follow in on the fourth frets of the D and G strings, respectively. And after that, you take the first shape that we had, second fret chord, and you move that up to the fifth fret. All right, same shape, and then you do the same thing. You drop it down by one fret on the fifth fret, and you get the fourth chord. So all together. And just by playing it out, I feel like you would have felt Smells Like Teen Spirit coming together. Now the rhythm is you should break it up into little blocks in your mind. So that's the first one, right? And you're gonna complete the next block by changing to the next chord. All right? And that's what it's gonna be. And I'm not gonna tell you exactly what my strumming pattern is in terms of the down notes, the up notes, because a lot of guitarists will tell you that it's done a specific way, but feeling this rhythm is actually quite unique, and it's something that I want you guys to challenge yourself with figuring out. Sorry about that, my phone spazzed out on me. I was saying that all I know is that the first block is down, down, up. All right, and then I'm gonna fill in the rest until I get, which right now I played as down, up, down. Alright, so you feeling it? Alright, and that time what I did was I actually played it as an up, down, up. So this does change as and when I change a chord or I move to a new shape or I'm registering time in my mind. So please do check it out. But I'm gonna play the whole lick for you all together so that you know exactly where those blocks come that I was earlier speaking about. And you would have noticed in the middle I'm letting my hand loose, and that actually keeps my right hand in rhythm and in count the whole time, right? So that is subconsciously telling my brain to keep the rhythm up and keep it moving. And that's the last song that I wanted to talk about in this lesson. And I hope you guys liked it. I hope it made sense to you. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. If you have any other songs you want me to make lessons on, specifically, you know, like the classic rock ones, or even if some it's more modern and you just want a lesson on it because you feel like you know, it's something you want to learn, please do drop that in the comments below, and please do let me know what you think. Until next time, thank you so much for your time and thank you for watching.